You know, every once in a while, a company is foolish enough to send me a product for review, and this week's victim is Raidmax. I mean, partner. Partner is Raidmax. So Raidmax was gracious enough to send me out the DK802 gaming chair to test it out for 30 days, see how it works, and see if it can replace this, my 8-year-old office chair, which is dirty and dusty, and don't at me because I haven't cleaned it in 8 years, but cost me $0 because I got it free when they sent everybody home with the, human malware. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed, assembled, and see how this thing works. Better give me some FPS. I'll tell you that right now. I think Raidmax did a really good job packaging the DK802. And while we're going to run into an issue here that you'll see in a moment, I don't know of anything that Raidmax could have done any better that would have made the packaging stand out even more.
All right, so I kind of run into my first issue here, and that is this little piece has come off the side here, but I'm hoping that just snaps back on. Looks like it will, so probably not a big deal, but did get lost in shipping, so I thought I would say something about it. Onward and upward. Okay, so I don't have to keep moving the camera and everything. I have got 27 minutes left. Let's see if we can do this now that the unboxing's done.
All right, so if you've ever put a chair together at all, they're all pretty much assembled the same way. You're going to take your wheels and attach them to the base, and then put the gas piston into the base of the chair. From there, you want to take your seat, attach your armrest to it, attach the mechanism for lifting and adjusting, tilting, all that good stuff onto it. From there, you're going to attach the back, and you're pretty much done at that point. So there isn't much to it, and as you'll see, I pretty much put this chair together in about 30 minutes, minus a couple of the fancy screws on there. And all in all, the instructions were actually very well put together, and the screws weren't really labeled, but they're combined in such a way that you would know if you needed 4 screws or 8 screws, etc. They were all kind of all together in the same packaging.
Okay, well, I'm a little, well, it's 7:59, so I'm almost completely put together. I've got to put the pillows on, and then this side that came off during shipping also needs to be fixed, which I figured that was going to be the case. But other than that, we kind of look to be in business. There's a lever here somewhere. Woo. So first initial impressions is this is a really high back, and it's really straight right now, which there's a lever to kind of, yeah. So we'll give her a shot probably on my lunch break, try to fix this one piece, and other than that, let's start the 30 days.
All right, so a word of warning on the assembly there. Just keep in mind when you put the screws in, make sure that you don't over tighten them. Obviously, you don't want to under tighten them because then the chair falls apart, so don't do that. But basically get them snug, and that's about all you need, maybe a quarter turn after that. I over tightened my screws because I tend to do that when I put things together, and when I did, basically, it made it to where the chair was actually squeaking quite a bit and was getting pretty annoying. And I even emailed Raidmax thinking they sent me a bad unit, and turns out it was just the assembler. So hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Now back to that broken piece that I talked about during the unboxing. So that piece was broken. I'm really not sure what Raidmax could have done any differently in shipping there for that not to get broken. Everything actually came very well packaged, so I was surprised that the piece was broken. Effectively though, I have got it put back on. It was just basically snapping in place on the other side. So the screw that I couldn't put in to hold it doesn't really change anything as far as functionality or anything for the chair, and it is covered up, so we don't really have to worry about that. Raidmax did say if you did have a broken piece of your chair, obviously they would replace that for you. All right, so what a lot of you probably are wondering is price. So my office chair that I got way back in the day, I looked for a comparable one right now online, and it's showing for about $550, which is a lot, but since the company paid for it, not me, I wasn't really concerned about price on that one. That being said, looking at the price on this one, it's about $250 on Amazon for the Raidmax DK802. I guess I have to say that so many times, who knows. But essentially, it's about a $250 chair. So it's not terrible in the sense that there's a lot of gaming chairs out there that are in that price range, maybe $300, $350, somewhere in that range. And then you've kind of got Secret Labs, which has been, everyone says it's the greatest chair. Full disclaimer, I've never used it, don't plan on using one, etc. But that chair, the cheapest one I've seen is about $550. So, and of course they go way up, well past $550. So quality wise, I can't really tell you on the Secret Labs, but as far as the price of the chair, I think it's pretty competitively priced at $250 for what you're getting. All right, and now that leaves comfort. So I actually really like this chair from a comfort standpoint. The first thing that went, this thing, lumbar pillow. Got no use for it. I hate them on pretty much everything. I move them out of the way. Same thing with all the throw pillows my wife has on the couch. Like, get out of the way. I want to feel my back and these cheeks. I want to see them actually hit the fabric on the couch or on the chair in this instance that I'm sitting on. I don't like things being stuffed behind me or anything like that. So that went. The pillow itself is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just hate lumbar pillows. Now, this pillow right here, the little headrest pillow, is actually pretty great. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a Teams call at this point where I'm just leaning back on the pillow because there's really no need for me to be in the meeting, but they requested me to be in the meeting and I couldn't get out of the meeting, so here we are. But that's just kind of the way working from home and corporate life goes. Now, that being said, I do sit for a long time. Some of these meetings go 1.5 to 2 hours, unfortunately. But I do tend to get up about every hour or so as well when I can to take a break, stretch, all that good stuff, which you should be doing no matter which chair that you have. But that being said, I was able to sit for a long time and really not experience any pain, no discomfort, anything like that. I was really worried about going from a mesh back chair to a fabric chair and I've really had bad issues with that in the past, from getting hot, sweating, all that good stuff, because I am about 215 pounds, so I'm not exactly slight in stature, as they say, but it's actually been very comfortable. I've not had, sweaty back or anything like that. The chair is very comfortable. I like the high back on it, which I was kind of concerned with when I first got the chair, but being on a high back, it still actually has been very, very good for me. It's not really been an issue. Now, for my cheeks, I like a more firm pillow that I'm sitting on for a chair. So I really like this particular chair, and it doesn't go to the extreme. Like, it doesn't feel like a piece of wood that you're sitting on or anything like that. But it's not one of those chairs you sit and you kind of sink down into it a bit, which I don't really prefer in a chair. I don't like it. I tend to get hot when it does that, but that's just going to be a preference thing for everybody. But for overall comfort, I would say it's just as comfortable as my old office chair, even though it costs basically half the price. Now, would I pick a gaming chair over an office chair? Well, I have a sample size of 1, so I don't think that's really fair to make a determination that gaming chairs are any better or any worse than office chairs. I will say the DK802 is just as comfortable as the twice as expensive office chair that I was using for the last several years, and that was a really good quality chair. But keep in mind, the features in this chair, it does lean back a lot. I don't know why it goes all the way back like that to go to sleep, but it does. I guess somebody might need to sleep in it. Who knows? I'm not a judgy person here. But then also the armrests come up and down. There's a lot of good things about this chair that I like having in a chair, including the reclining, all that good stuff. But if you're in the market for a gaming chair, I would say definitely check it out. It is worth at least looking into. And keep in mind, it's on Amazon, so you can pick it up there. I'll have an affiliate link down below. All right, so that's all I have for the DK802 gaming chair from Raidmax here. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Join the Discord, and all my socials, all that good stuff is linked down in the description box below. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you, hopefully, in the next video. Bye-bye.